Looks like Tony and Frank are having a bit of a disagreement about something. God, why am I always the third wheel in these moments? I'm sorry, hang on a sec. Okay. You're wasting your breath. I know exactly what you did. I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell you're going on about. Just admit it, you half-wit. Admit what? How many times do I have to say it? I have no idea what you mean. Hey. Is there a problem here? Tony, you want to explain what's going on here? Hide. It's nothing, just a bit of a communication problem. Is that how you'd explain it? You fools accusing me of being a thief. You're a shifty-looking guy, that's why I'm asking you about the theft. He kinda looks a little bit like Adam West and Harrison Ford put together, don't you think? Or I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen what Adam West looks like. Just own up to what you did and we can put this matter behind us. How can I own up to something I didn't do? You better stop throwing those accusations around real quick. I don't care how old you are, I'll take this to the next level. Tony, maybe you should calm down a little. If you start throwing your fists around, you're gonna regret it later. Phew, you'd be surprised how well an old person can fight. You ever see videos of like, old retired boxers still able to knock out a couple of thieves? When he gets agitated, he soon resorts to his fists. He's simply that kind of person. I'm warning you, Gramps. See what I mean? Mr. Raver, I'm not trying to interfere, but you might want to take this discussion elsewhere. Shouting at each other in the corridor is just gonna annoy the others. A good suggestion, Mr. Hyde. Tony, this is not over. We will continue this later. Frank utters his farewell and leaves. Senile old fool. Damn. Tony, mind telling me what the hell that was all about? Man, I forget how. Just like the last game, it dries my throat talking too much. Same old crap. Luckily for me, I got a bottle of water right here. Why is he accusing you? You sure you didn't do anything to set him off? I haven't done anything. He's got his facts wrong. Not really surprising at his age. Have you got any idea why he's on the warpath? It's his tape recorder. The one he always carries around with him during his strolls. You mean like a Sony Walkman or something? Remember, this game takes place in 1980. Can't say I've noticed. What's it like? One of those small ones. The kind that fits in your hand. Oh, I remember playing around with one of those when I was a kid. When he's on his walkabouts, he always has it in his hand. He seems to spend a lot of time walking around muttering stuff into that thing. Everyone in the building's seen him doing it. Anyway, he started grilling me because that thing's gone missing. Why did he assume you had anything to do with it? Don't know. We only bumped into each other by accident. Also, another thing. Does Tony look like one of the two Game Grumps? That's all it took to set him off, the old crank. Where did you run into each other? This is key information. It was in the lobby, just after he'd come up from the basement. When was it? Not sure. Is this important? It better be if you could tell me. I'm pretty sure it was just after 4. Can't believe I'm being put through this again. Why do people always figure I'm to blame? Tony, so you're absolutely positive you had nothing to do with the tape recorder going missing? I tell you, man, I'm clean. Look, I gotta get out of here for a bit. Get some fresh air. Later, Hyde. It's not the first time he's been accused in this game, actually. When he walks off. What's got Frank so worked up? There's something fishy about this. Almost like he's hiding something. Well, it happened recently, so let's go to the basement. Maybe he dropped it somewhere. Oh god, listen to that reverb. Imagine ripping a fart in this room. It would make the Game Grumps laugh. Like, I remember watching their Sonic Heroes playthrough. They had a lot of fun with this weird ass app that just makes a lot of fart noises. Yeah. What's that? Is there something under the table? Could it be? Ta-da! I think the one that I had as a kid was a Sony branded one. It's a tape recorder. It appears to be slightly cracked, possibly from dropping onto the floor. You know, there's a certain charm to old tech, don't you think? Like 80s and 90s tech? Old telephones where it has a rotary dial for each number, tape recorders, old TVs, old video game consoles. I pick up the broken tape recorder. It must have cracked when it fell from the table. Oh, Polaroid cameras as well? Guess I better return it to its owner. Now, where's Frank's room again? .302. If I recall correctly, getting this game on eBay is like, it's a little bit more expensive than your typical Nintendo DS game. Because, remember, this game never got a US release. If I recall correctly, I think I paid like $50 for a complete in-box copy. Wait, was it 302 or 304? Not in? Okay, no, it is 302. Not in? What a pain. Too busy searching for your recorder to actually get it back, eh? Well, plan B. I'm gonna listen to it. It's my pager. Convenient timing. Time to head back to my room. If I recall correctly, doctors still use pagers. That's another old piece of tech. Speaking of rotary dial phones, time to get Rachel on the phone. Red Crown, how may I help you? It's me. You have an update for me? Yes, I've unearthed some extra information on Rex Foster. What is it? Before he went into insurance investigations, he worked as a reporter for a magazine. Huh. What kind of magazine? It was called Los Angeles Beat. It was a weekly publication that covered current affairs. Looks like it was pretty classy, too. Why does a guy working for a decent magazine like that end up doing dirty work like this? That's the question. You got anything on the hotel? Not yet, I'm afraid. I've still got a few leads to follow up on, though. Understood. I didn't mean to have you work through Sunday, Rachel. It's no problem. I didn't have any plans anyway. Plus, it's nice to hear your voice. These two would make a cute couple. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, yours too. Shame we never got a third game in this series, because the developer behind this game went bankrupt. The developer of this game and the first one, Hotel Dusk, Room 215, they were both made by Sing. C-I-N-G. But, you know, they went bankrupt shortly after making this game. I nearly forgot. Better go and see if Frank's back. Oh, I thought I was going to... Okay, I guess not. The hell? Tony's door's open. Okay. Making me multitask here. I don't know why. Oh. I'll just take a look through the gap in the door. I can see the back of Frank. What's he doing in there? Nah, I think I'll just go straight in and ask him what's going on. Damn. What are you doing in here? Ah, so that's what it feels like. Hey, what is it? What are you doing in here? I can assure you, I'm not doing anything that could be considered illegal. Not that it's any of your business anyway. I'm not interested in being lied to. Tell me the truth. This is Tony's room, and I don't see him around. How did you get in, and why are you here? Hey. You won't find what you're looking for here. Would you care to explain exactly how you can be so sure? I found your tape recorder. Your what? So there's no reason why you need to search Tony's room. If you got it, please return it to me at once. I have something extremely important in that tape recorder. I'll give it back to you. But before I do, I'd like you to answer my questions. Tell me what's on the tape recorder. Why should I share details of my private property with you, Mr. Hyde? Now you listen to me, old man. More importantly, how did my tape recorder come into your possession in the first place? It was on the laundry floor. Yeah. You did? You told me you went to the laundry today, didn't you? You gotta love the expressions in this game. Are you maybe beginning to realize that you got the wrong man? Perhaps now you can tell me why you were so quick to point the finger at Tony. Isn't it obvious? He looks like the kind of person who'll go around lying and stealing. He has a criminal record, too. How does he know that? Once a person has committed such crimes, it's very hard to break the habits. He might think he wants to put all that behind him and start a new life, but he can't. I don't think it's up to you to make that decision. Of all the people who want to start a new life, there's always some that succeed. I think the numbers are very low, though. In Tony's case, I'd say it's next to impossible. He can't change. At least not until he feels genuine remorse for his shady past. What does he know about Tony? Tell me what you think Tony did. He was responsible for a violent incident that caused a lot of pain and suffering. When did this take place? Actually, it happened twice. The first time was 5 years ago, and the second 4. He was also arrested for theft, but there wasn't enough evidence to convict him for it. Again, how does he know all this? Tell me how you know so much about Tony's past. I have friends in the police force, Mr. Hyde. They give me information. What is it? Are you trying to say that you're an ex-cop? About time you pieced that together. Ah, look at that! Ex-cop, ex-detective. I worked on the LA police force right up until I retired. Now I'm beginning to make sense of all this. Mr. Raver, what is it? I don't really give a damn if you were a cop once or not, but I strongly recommend you stop assuming people are guilty without gathering all the facts. I can imagine this guy was pretty intimidating for a cop. Back in his prime. Tony didn't take your tape recorder, he had nothing to do with it. Searching his room won't make a blind bit of difference, as I already found it elsewhere. It was on the floor in the laundry all along. Here, this is it, right? What happened to the case? It's cracked. I guess it must have cracked when it fell on the table and hit the floor. Hang on. Where's the tape that was inside? I have no idea. This is how it was when I picked it up. I see. I may have misjudged you a little, Mr. Hyde. I want to thank you for returning this. I'm not interested in your thanks. Maybe you should try giving Tony an apology instead. Once the tape is safely back in my possession, I shall do just that. Where is the tape, though? That seems suspicious. Frank says his piece and leaves. So Frank's tape has gone missing. And more importantly than that, he's left this room practically upside down. Maybe I'd better clear away some of this before Tony gets back. Yeah, of course. Let's see. I don't really remember what to do in here. Some parts of this game I remember clearly, others I don't. Huh? This letter paper. Oh. I don't believe it. It's the same as the order sheet I received. What's Tony doing with paper like this? Huh? Hey, Hyde! Sorry for coming into your room without permission. More importantly, between the two of us, who would be Grump and who would be not so Grump? Don't sweat it, it's no problem. Really? I just met Old Man Raver. Old Man Raver. Ah, Scooby-Doo. He told me you found his tape recorder and returned it to him. Yeah, that's right. He also said that he came to see me and noticed that the door was open. You came in when you saw him inside and asked him some questions. That pretty much covers it, right? Pretty much. Did you hear anything about the tape, Tony? What tape? Frank said that there was a tape inside the tape recorder, but it's missing now. Yeah, actually he did say something like that. Don't know where it could be, though. Tony doesn't know about it either. Maybe it's time you eased up on playing detective, Hyde. Stop thinking about his tape and take it easy. Now I stopped to think about it. It's been quite a while since you've been in my room. You're right. One more thing though, Tony. Yeah? Did you leave a letter in my room a little while back? A letter? Nothing to do with me. I never even considered writing you a letter, man. You're telling me the truth, right? Cross my heart. I mean, I write letters from time to time. Just not to you. Imagine that. Who'd you write to? Thought you'd have guessed by now. I write them to Betty. I've got this plan for us to give each other presents at Christmas. Problem is, I just can't seem to get the wording right. Tell me, Tony, where'd you lay your hands on that letter paper and envelope? They were given to me. By who? I got them from Dylan. You know, the guy from the 3rd floor. Hey, Hyde, why don't you hang here for a while? I'll let you hear my latest song. If you couldn't tell from his room, he's a musician. Or an aspiring one, to say the least. Just waiting for that one big gig. Think I'll take a rain check on that. I've got a few things I need to sort out. Oh, okay. Maybe next time. Detail with the paper is important though, cause that's how this game started. I got the, let me see here, I should have it in my, yeah. I don't know why the T's are standing up like that, but we'll find out soon enough. Uh-huh. Hi, Mr. Hyde. Dylan, I wanted to ask you something. Ask me something? What is it? Well, this is quite convenient. Did you give Tony letter paper in an envelope? Yeah, that was me, alright. Is there some sort of problem? I just wondered where you got them from. Actually, they were given to me too. I got them as a present for all my hard work. They were from Mrs. Patras. What? I figured I'd had no use for them, so I passed them on to Tony. I see. So you haven't put a letter in my door recently? A letter? Certainly not me. Why would I be writing why would I be writing you letters? If I have something I need to say to you, I'd rather just come and say it. Yeah, I expect you would. Why are you asking anyway? It's nothing. I was just thinking about something. If you're really curious about something to do with that letter set, maybe you should pay a visit to Mrs. Patras and ask her directly. In fact, I was on my way there. Shall we pay her a visit together? Together? Well, I had to see her anyway to return something I borrowed from her. Come on, let's go. Fair enough. Oh god, he's right next to me. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see the both of you. Is there something I can help you with? Why did she close that door? Did she just kick it under the screen or something? It's nothing special. We just bumped into each other, and as we were both heading here, I came over to return these to you. Here you go. Oh. What were those keys for? Why, thank you, Dylan. Okay, now I can leave you both to it. See you later. Dylan hurries off. What were those keys? They're the spare keys to the apartments. Dylan occasionally has need to borrow them from me. For one, it's necessary for when he's doing certain types of maintenance. Should not be giving him that much freedom. Okay, that makes sense. So, Mr. Hyde, to what do I owe this pleasure? I just wanted to ask you something, actually. Oh, and what might that be? Did you give Dylan a letter set? A letter set? Oh yes, I remember. Yes, I did give one to him. You see. Yes, I remember it clearly now. Can you recall when you got it from? Where you got it from? I think I said when. Why, Mr. Hyde, would you like a set too? If that's the case, I'm going to have to disappoint you. That was the last one I had. If you're really keen though, you can try buying one yourself. If memory serves, they are on sale at the local drugstore. They aren't very expensive either. Well, naturally, it's paper. Interesting. So I can pick up an identical set quite easily. So much for that. Have you left a letter in my door recently? A letter? Well, I put a copy of the closure notice in your mailbox, but nothing more. Have you not checked it yet? Actually, I've already read that letter. That's good to hear. Is that all you came here to ask me, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that's just about it. Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, actually, there was something else. There was? Mr. Wolf from room 201 has promised to settle his rent after all. Tony said that, didn't he? You gotta remember... Here's something about the rent. Tony was 4 months, overdue on rent. And I think the rent here is like $200 a month. So, yeesh. Tony said that, didn't he? He did. He called me earlier to assure me that he'll be settling his debt soon. That's good news. It is. Now, I must be going. Mags returns to the comfort of her room. I've only been in there once so far. I'll be in there again soon. I return to my room and throw myself onto the sofa. I just can't get it out of my head. Who could have sent me that order sheet? Doesn't matter how hard I think about it, there's no answer in sight. Guess I should set my mind to uncover a little more on the Scarlet Star first. You gotta love how the silhouette looks on him. I think it's time for me to take another look around the 4th floor. Oh boy, I gotta go through all that again, huh? I remember Mrs. Patras said that the power on the 4th floor will be cut off after a few more days from now. So, most likely I won't have to do that again if I still happen to need to go up to the 4th floor. Oh, it got dark. Hmm? The alarm system's been switched off. I wonder who did this. Oh, that's a oh. The door's open. Strange. The fire door's open. Looks like whoever's in there had the sense to use the doorstop too. Time to find out who it is. Oh, this place is even creepier at night. Ah. I recognize that figure. Hey! Ugh. What are you doing here? Look at his face, he's all grumpled. Mr. Raver, what brings you all the way up here? And just how has that, got anything to do with you? It hasn't, but isn't the 4th floor off limits to everyone? I am well aware of that. But I could ask you the same question, Mr. Hyde. Why are you scoping around where you shouldn't be? I kinda stumbled up here, and it didn't take me long to see the fire door was open. I thought Dylan must have been inside, so I poked my head in. Except, I didn't find Dylan, I found you. So, I'll ask you again. What are you doing up here? I came here... I arrived here much like you. I noticed the door was ajar, and came inside to investigate. I saw that nobody was here, and thought that someone had forgotten to close the door. I'm gonna have to give Dylan a piece of my mind when I see him. Huh. Hank stops our discussion there and leaves the room. He must be a fool if he thinks I'm buying that story. What could he have been doing here? I don't remember that being open. One of the desk drawers is open. Seems to be empty. Huh? There's an imprint of something at the back. What could have been kept in here? There are visible handprints on the desk and on some of the papers. No, I've already seen all this. Maybe that was all I needed to see. Could Frank have opened it? Huh? Ah, man. What, are we holding a party up here? Tony! Hey, Hyde. What are you doing all the way up here, man? I could ask you the same question. Yeah, well, I have... You have what? Damn it, man, I'm no good at keeping things secret. Spit it out, Tony. What are you doing up here? Okay. I'll tell you. But first, tell me your reason for being up here. I mean, you must have a reason, right? Not really. Just taking a stroll. A stroll? You? Yeah. Is that a crime now? Well, nowadays it might be if you're not wearing a face mask. I figured it'd be nice to see this floor before we all have to move out. When I got to the top of the stairs, I saw that the fire door was open. Now isn't that weird? That's the same reason I'm here. I hate to ask, but could you make yourself scarce this time? I want to take a look around up here, but I want to do it alone. Sorry, but my stroll's not finished yet. Maybe you should go home and come back another time. Me? Come on, man, take a hike and leave me in peace up here. Why are you so keen on being alone? Just trust me on this. If you hang around, it's all gonna go wrong and I won't get the cash. Cash? What cash? Just forget about that, it's my business. Getting a pretty clear picture of you, Tony. You'll call Max to tell her the rent's coming soon. Also, Betty's thinking you're gonna buy her a snazzy Christmas present. Where's all this money coming from? It's my business. It's got absolutely nothing to do with you. How are you getting all the money to pay for these things? I've got something lined up, that's all. What have you got lined up? What's with you, man? Are you deaf? Hey. You planning on ripping me off? You planning on ripping somebody off? Would I do a thing like that? Ooh, he stammered. Tony, you better come clean, or else. Hyde, wait a sec. I haven't done anything yet. Oh, strike two. So why are you hanging around up here? Look, Hyde, I'm begging you. Let's have this chat another time. This time I have to be alone. Just turn around and leave, will you? You expect me to do just what you say? Please, Hyde. If you don't take my advice, things could turn nasty up here. Turn nasty? Who's planning on paying you a visit? I can't tell you that. Let me guess. You're expecting Frank? You're expecting Frank, right? Ooh. Please, go back to your room. If you're here when he turns up, my plan's gonna disappear in a puff of smoke. Gonna grill him like a burger at Burger King, man. Hey. What is it? So you are planning something. Just what the hell are you up to? I can't tell you. I just can't. Just what is Tony hiding? I don't have enough of the facts to pressure him further. What's this plan you're talking about? I can't tell you. I feel like I need something. Tony, wait here for a while. Hyde? Tony's still inside. I better leave this open. You, what do you want? Just wanted to ask you something. What is it now? It's about why you were up in room 404. Were you hoping to meet somebody while you were up there? Well, actually, Tony called me up there. Just as I suspected. Do you know why? I haven't got a clue. He just said something about having an important topic that we needed to discuss. Did you end up meeting him then? No. Because you turned up and I decided not to go through with it. I see. Anyway, I'm sick of the back teeth of this subject. To the back teeth of this subject. And if I'm too busy to stand here and talk to you, please leave. And I'm too busy. I'm putting in words where I shouldn't. Not yet. I still have to ask you something. Did you get your tape back in the end? No, I'm still looking. Ah, boy. Now that's interesting. You're quite done now? I have, oh, I didn't catch that last part. I tapped too soon. Frank retreats back into his room. So that's how it went down. He was gonna bribe him, huh? That's low, Tony. Oh, wrong one. Nope, not that one. Hey. What is it? So you are planning something. Just what the hell are you up to? I can't tell you. I just can't. If I let you in on this, then you're gonna know how worthless a human being I am. Tony. You're not a worthless human being. Really? You shouldn't have such a low opinion of yourself. But if you're so sure that's, that whether you're up to is going to soil your name— Wait, I'm sorry, I'm reading too quickly here. But if you're so sure that whatever you're up to is going to soil your name, then stop what you're about to do and leave. It's always the same. Every time I do something like this, I end up regretting it later. That's all I do is regret. What's this plan you're talking about? I can't tell you. Out with it. I'm not doing a very good job of hiding it anyway. What? You're planning to extort money from Frank. You're planning to extort money from Frank. No! The old man told me everything. He told me that you called him up here with something you needed to talk about. He what? But when he got here, you were nowhere to be seen. Then I turned up and he went back to his room. That's what he said? Wait, now you know. I was planning to have him meet me up here. Then I was going to make him a deal he couldn't refuse. Ever since the notice went out about this place closing, he's been coming to the 4th floor to look for something. I noticed he carried his beloved tape recorder with him when he did. So I thought if I could hear the contents of the tape, I know what it was he was after. Oh. I just noticed the battery in my, on my, handheld console is red. I'll have to charge it after this. I'm nearly done anyway. What exactly do you regret? What do you regret doing, Tony? Well, you see, it's about what you did in the past, isn't it? What? What do you know about my past? I've heard all about you, Tony. I was told by somebody who knew about your previous convictions. Who could have told you about that? Frank Raver. Him? How did he know? He's an ex-cop, like me. Used to be part of the LAPD. Even though he's off the force, He still doesn't take too kindly to ex-felons. Figures. So now you know. Where's Frank's tape? I've got it somewhere safe. I was planning on returning it to him if he could meet my price. I'm certain there's stuff on there that he'd rather keep to himself. Damn. Can't believe I've been such a fool. Yeah, you pretty much redefined stupidity this time. You really need to think more if you spend as much time on your music as you do on these crazy schemes. You might actually get somewhere and make some money. Threatening people with violence just doesn't suit you, you know? It's always the same old story. I end up doing stuff that isn't really me. That's how I managed to hurt the 2 people you heard about from Frank. I just started selling some of my music then, too. My manager squandered the money we'd made from the concert, and I just saw red. Can't say he looked very pretty after I finished with him. Ooh. The second time involved some street punk. There was a die-hard fan who didn't stop listening to my stuff, even after the first incident. And this punk started wailing on the guy. I jumped in and sent the punk to hospital. This time I didn't get off so lightly. The record company severed my contract. From then on, all my efforts have amounted to next to nothing. I'm such an idiot. If you can see that this isn't the right way to live your life, then change. Yeah, you think if I could do that, I'd even be in this situation? If you're serious, then yes. If you stop thinking up ways to beat people senseless or get money from them, you'll be heading in the right direction. Sure, it'll take time. It might be a pain in the ass. But you'll get there in the end. And you'll be able to put the old Tony behind you and start afresh. Hyde. You said start afresh. You're not the first person to tell me that's what I need to do. Who told you before? The fan I rescued from that punk. You know what that fan said to me? I love your songs, and I have them all, but you've gotta get out of this rut you're in. You're only hurting yourself. Start afresh and put the past behind you. Start to live a better life. That's how it was, Hyde. I made a promise to that fan. I promised to start afresh and put the past behind me. I vowed to make the best music I'd ever made. And maybe it's about time you made good on that promise. You wouldn't want to let your fans down, would you? Hyde. Pull yourself together, Tony. You just have to really put your mind to it. Really think I can? You're right. What you said just now, I think it could change. I hope you can, for your sake. But what am I gonna do about the old man's tape? Give it to me. I'll look after it. Just tell him that you gave it to me, and I'll sort out the rest. You serious? Would I say it if I wasn't? Plus, I'm probably just gonna listen to it first before giving it to him. Sucker. When he gives me Frank's tape. I'm counting on you, Hyde. I'm gonna head back to my room. And for all I know, he probably writes up the next greatest hit, overnight. Tony makes his way out. I think I'll head back to my room, too. No way I'm giving this back without hearing it first. Oh. Okay. I thought I had to, you know, take off the doorstep, close the door. I guess we're just gonna leave it alone then, huh? I'll play Frank's tape on my answer phone. Gotta take my own tape out first. My own mixtape. Hmm. Let's see what this thing says. Wait, coherent. This thing broken or something? Hmm. If I recall correctly, this puzzle, I could actually ruin the tape on this thing if I recall correctly. Hmm. Listen to it correctly. First, press the pause key on the very left side of the answer phone. Then press the play button. Then press the fast forward button on the right of the play button. Both of them to press and the tape. Huh. Oh. What it said was, do not press the rewind button. I think I'll break the tape if I do that, though. 13 years ago, a person died at Hotel Cape West. The deceased was Kathy McGrath. The voice of an elderly man comes from the tape. Investigation memo number 0083. That's Frank's voice, alright. The state of the fourth floor is just as it was 13 years ago. My initial sweep of room 404, where Kathy McGrath's body was found, is complete. Before vacating this building, I must find the lost items connected with Condor. Kathy McGrath? That's the name of the victim from the murder 13 years ago. Now I know that it was room 404 that her body was discovered in, too. Looks like Frank has been looking into the events of the murder that took place. But what does he mean by lost items connected with Condor? The question is, why is Frank investigating the incident from 13 years ago? Without wanting to jump to any conclusions, maybe he's got some sort of connection to the hotel. think it's time for me to get my head together. After returning from a walk early on December 21st, I ran into Mags. I asked if I could take a look around the 4th floor, but she refused. Someone overheard my chat with Mags. That person was... Damn. Dylan. Right. Dylan said that he'd gladly show me around the 4th floor. We agreed to meet up there at 4 o'clock. My pager started beeping, so I got Rachel on the phone. She had some new information about the murder in the hotel from 13 years ago. She revealed that the person who discovered the body was... Peter Rivet. Oh, right. The person who discovered the body was none other than Peter Rivet, who just happened to be Mary's husband. Armed with the information Rachel had given me, I went to question Mary. She talked about accusations of insurance fraud and about her husband and brother. From this chat, I learned that Mike, her brother, saw the body as well. I also learned about a secret code used in the hotel. Right. Mary let slip that the hotel staff used star as a secret code word. It was connected to the party that was thrown just prior to the closure of the hotel. After finishing my chat with her, I prepared my response to the order and posted it in the room 404 mailbox. I listened to Frank's tape, which I got from Tony. I finally knew what Frank had been investigating. Turns out he was looking into Kathy McGrath's murder. Right. Frank's looking into the murder in room 404 from 13 years ago. There was a memo regarding the unsolved murder case on Frank's tape. I listened to the entire contents of the tape. It said something about what Frank was actually trying to find. Turns out, he's investigating lost items connected to Condor. Right, the last thing recorded on Frank's tape was him saying that he's looking for lost items connected with Condor. It seems like I'm not the only one looking into the building's past. But why is Frank so focused on this, even after his retirement? Why would he still be looking into the unsolved case that happened 13 years ago? A murder 13 years ago, and the disappearance of the Scarlet Star 25 years ago. There has to be some sort of connection that links the two incidents. Why do I get the feeling that my questions are just leading to more questions? Well, before I wrap it up, I might as well see this, the cutscene. Nah, that phone call's gonna have to wait. I might as well cut it off here because, you know, the noise is gonna be annoying if I just leave it on that screen. So, with that being said, Chapter 4, Last Window of the Secret of Cape West. Damn, we interrogated two people. We interrogated Marie and Tony. Hopefully we put Tony on the right track. And then we learned more about Frank as well. And we went to the 4th floor twice. Yeah, this was quite a big chapter, actually. So, with that being said, I think I'll be taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't work either. I don't work tomorrow either. I don't normally do Postmates on Thursday either, so I think that day I can really knock out a lot of my next video game review on my second YouTube channel. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Alright. And then on Friday, I think I'll continue this game again, do chapter 5. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Jacoby Obi, for stopping by. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.